Hello, beautiful people. Merry Christmas to all of you. How are you doing? Hope everyone is fine. Wow. It's really awesome uh, getting to see everybody having fun this Christmas period now. It's a time to have fun and bond with your family, spend time with them, take them out, and literally try to have fun, because I have a saying right now, last, problem no dey finish. Yes, problem for Naija no dey finish. If you fix this one today, another one will come tomorrow. So what do? Try to do the best you can to do and let life continue to go on. This is Raw Impact Africa TV. I want to use this medium to say a special thank you for all of you who have been coming on this channel. I really want to say thank you. You've been always been coming around. Thank you so much. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the watching our videos. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. I really don't know what to say. In as much as I know we are always complaining, this is not working, this is not working. But guess a couple of days from now, we are going to be entering 2022. And I don't know, I feel deep down in my spirit that 2022 is actually going to be better. Yeah, it's going to be better because this is the second year we're living in this post-COVID era. COVID actually came and changed so much in our society. So many things changed, you know. But we've been able to survive it. It was actually the COVID time that I had my second child, my daughter Zoe, you know, and we survived it. Yet, in 2021, we're now trying to live with the realization that we are already in 20 we are already in the COVID year, and 2022 now, it's 2 years after that we've passed the era of COVID. So as a matter of fact, we are actually living in the new normal right now. We are getting to that realization that, come on guy, this thing is here. How are we gonna live with it? That is the realization we have right now. And trust me, we will begin to get used to it. Trust me, we'll begin to get used to it. Trust me, we'll begin to understand how it is. Trust me, we'll begin to live and begin to adjust our lives into living with the post-COVID era. COVID actually affected everything. It affected the way we live. It affected the way we eat. It affected the way we live with our neighbors. Even relationship, marriage, it affected so much. It actually created a bond for some family members to spend time with their loved ones. A couple of us who travel a lot because of the nature of our business, we couldn't travel anymore. We now began spending time with the families. I mean, someone like me. But the funny thing now is that it didn't really change for me, because I actually still saw myself traveling a lot. In fact, this COVID period now, I did the highest number of travels in my entire life since I came to the city of Abuja. And I want to say a special thank you to my beautiful wife, Pat Eyava, for always being there for the family. Whenever I travel, there's this peace of mind I get, you understand, knowing that I have someone at home taking good care of the kids. My greatest fear is that she's a very big YouTuber, but all the same, she's been able to understand how to manage her YouTube and take care of her family. Do you understand? So I really want to say a big thank you to Pat. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I love you so much. Then thank you to Alima, to Sadi. I just got a new family too, still courtesy of my wife. I begin to wonder, what can I do without this woman? I mean, she's just everything all in one. But she can have couscous at times. But I think I've been able to understand and learn how to live with that. So she introduced me to this wonderful family made up of Alima too, family made up of Kiki, and a couple of all of them. I really want to say Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are really the bomb. I don't really know how to thank you guys enough, but thank you for always coming around this channel. Okay, right about now, why the topic why I want to talk about today is on the 26th of December. That's like last this week Sunday, right? There was a fire outbreak in one of the biggest shopping malls in Abuja. It's called Next Cash and Carry. Now this is an indigenous shopping mall. We have a couple of other shopping malls. I'm not trying to do advert for shopping malls, but my video is related to shopping malls. We have one of the biggest franchise in Nigeria. It's called Shoprite. Shoprite is a South African company, and it's pretty busy. They are quite big. They have branches almost all parts of Abuja. They have a branch in Central area. They have a branch in Gudu. They have a branch in Apo, and yeah, they have a branch too in Jabi Lake. That's Shoprite. And the other half, they have Park and Shop too, and they have a couple of other ones, right? But one of the biggest Nigerian indigenous shopping mall is the one called Next Cash and Carry. And yeah, we learned Peter Obi owns it. Yeah, Peter Obi was the former governor of Anambra State and also the former runner-up with Atiku in the last elections. So Peter Obi is actually the owner of Next Cash and Carry, which is an indigenous shopping mall. And on the 26th by 8 a.m. it went ablaze. Fire just entered the place and actually raced down the whole building. And investigation showed that there was a surge, an electrical fault, an electrical surge somewhere actually caught flames and the whole building came down. As a matter of fact, next actually not far from my office. I mean, it's just behind my office. That's where Next Cash and Carry is. It's actually a very lovely place where we go to do shoppings there and buy baby things and household groceries. The place is actually on fire. Actually went down in flames right now as we speak. Now, my problem now is in Nigeria, as a matter of fact, we have a budget set aside for fire service every year. Year in, year out, there is a budget for fire service, right? Next Cash and Carry itself has a fire truck parked outside. There is a fire truck of Next Cash and Carry parked outside, right? Now, what the hell were they doing that they couldn't put off the fire? They had to bring down the building to its. I mean, it's crazy. I couldn't understand the millions. You know how people have lost their jobs because of that carelessness. A lot of people have lost their jobs because of that kind of carelessness. That was not fair enough. For you to have that kind of investment, we need to be proactive. I think that is the biggest problem with we Nigerians and Africans alike. We are not proactive to sort incidences. We are not proactive to sort accidents. Accident can happen anytime. The best we can do is to be proactive. You know, a place like that is supposed to actually have an automatic fire extinguisher, something that immediately there is a little spark, it just even if it's automatic sprinkler, it's just come and quench it, because that fire did not just start boom in a big way. No, it actually started small, gradually. So at that point where the fire was starting small, was it not possible that something could have stopped it? So people are actually going to be coming back next year with so much bills to pay, and guess what? It's really going to be telling on them. So I think our government should be more proactive. Not just government, even individuals. You spend so much money to build a big conglomerate. Please try also to spend money to ensure the company. Try to spend money to take care of eventualities. What if this happens? What am I going to do? It's really unfair that in this time right now where we are, things are really hard. We're trying to get used to the post-COVID era. We're trying to begin to assimilate, begin to live with it. We filmmakers right now, we're trying to think out of the box. COVID has made us to appreciate Netflix more. Everybody now who's a filmmaker wants to see his or her movie on Netflix. That is because the new normal has actually activated all of that. So in everything we do, even in our homes, as we are having kids, be careful of your electrical appliances with the kids. Anything can happen. That thing is something that I know could have been it could have been possible for them not to make that thing not to happen. That could have been prevented. You know, the African adage, there's an adage, prevention is better than cure. Let us not always wait for the thing to happen before we begin to look for who to blame. Rather, let us always look for ways of stopping some things not to happen. A simple thing as a fire extinguisher, an automatic fire extinguisher in that place could have actually stopped this from happening. But what do we get? We just wait for it to happen. I think this is not very, very correct. When I passed through there yesterday, I actually saw that the whole place is down. Down as in down. Now, where are they going to start from? How are they going to start building the place all over anymore? Yeah, the place must have been insured. Then now, the insurance now, how far is it going? What and what is it covering? Is it covering? Is it covering just? Is it just the building that is insured? Is it the goods that is insured? Now, don't forget, other persons also have shops in those places. Those people with shops in those places right now, are they all insured? These are the 1,001 questions that we need to answer. We need to be careful of when setting up businesses. You know, we are entering a new year right now. 2022 is just few hours away from now. Are we going to be different? What are we going to do differently? You know, every day as I sleep and wake up, I begin to think, I begin to plan. Okay, this is what I'm going to do right now. This is what I'm going to do right now. Fine, you might not have achieved what you wanted to achieve, but that does not mean you cannot plan anymore. Let me tell you something. When you didn't succeed in what you tried doing before, the only thing it's telling you is that there's something you've not done right. So now what do you need to do? What you need to do is go back to your drawing board and activate it. I'm also saying this especially because of YouTube. YouTube is actually not as easy as people think it is. But guess what? A lot of people are doing it. Just like me, try to keep yourself in a circle of people who support and promote what you do. I will always say it every time I have opportunity of saying it. My wife actually opened my eyes to what YouTube can do. And right now, I'm putting so much effort to see that it happens. So you actually don't need so much to do it like that. All you need to do is have something to tell people. People just want new information. People just want to listen to what you do. If you're cooking, people want to listen and watch how you cook. I, for instance, I do not know how to cook. In fact, I can't remember the last time I cooked for my family or my wife. But guess what? I am ready to learn and see somebody who has a content about cooking, even though I don't like it. But yeah, I can still want to learn and see how it is being done or how I could do it. You know, so it is really really important for us to begin to think out of the box. Giving up is never an option. Giving up is not an option. Nobody should ever think of giving up. If anybody had thought of giving up, we won't have Facebook right now. Even the StreamYard I'm using right now, it was someone's idea. Someone actually sat down and planned it out for me. And I was like, to think. I'm like, okay, tried and failed. But guess what? He didn't stop there. He kept on trying. He kept on trying, and he got it. So you're out there with your YouTube, you're struggling to make it work. Do not give up. Think of just sit down, think of what is that thing that I want to talk about. What am I free talking about? What gives me so much ease to talk about? What can I talk without stress? What can I talk without putting myself under so much research? You can just freestyle and talk and go. Guess what? You're going to have want to listen to you. I check on YouTube on how to commit suicide. Whereas someone out there might be like, if I put this if I begin to talk about suicide now, who's going to listen to it? You know, who is going to listen to it? That is always what we'll be wondering ourselves with. So you do not begin to talk now from January till December, you actually realize that you have every reason to thank God. You know, yeah, I might not be where I want to be, but guess what? I'm not where I used to be. So much has so much is changing, even in your own life. So much is changing. We should be careful, very, very, very careful about electrical appliances. You know, when you're going out of your office, going out of your home, also try to teach your kids this. They should always make sure that all electrical appliances are off. Put it off from the wall. After putting it off from the wall, also try to disconnect it. Take it away from the wall. Do not allow it to stay. Because what could have caused this would have been the fact that they brought light and it was heavy. When light comes, boom. It depends on how the light comes. It's possible it could cause a spark. So these are some of the things that we should understand, and on time too, that when you finish using an electrical appliances, not just offing it, but unplug it. Take it away from the wall. Let it be free. When you're not ready to use it, you also bring it. You know, water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. Look at them. They are beginning to imagine. Look at this theater artist though. Look at this filmmaker talking about chemistry. Oh yeah, let me bust your bubbles a little. I was actually supposed to be a medical doctor anyway. I don't know. I'm even beginning to think that Pat went to some babalawo, native doctor or prophet to do something so that I will not do medicine. Because I mean, if I had studied medicine, nothing could have made me to know part. But I left my medicine that I wanted to study to go and study theatre arts. You know, that is how I and Pat Eyaba met. Can you imagine? But actually, is this video actually about Pat? The video is not actually about Pat. The video is actually about the fire incident. So sorry. Or I have a way of just digressing at times, even when I didn't want to digress. So as I was saying, um, Now, so there are a lot of ways of preventing fire outbreak in building, right? The first one is when you're leaving your office, or you're leaving your house, or you're leaving wherever you're going to, always make sure you unplug the electrical appliances. So sorry for the break in transmission. It was due to um, boo boo. You know, in Nigeria, anything that goes wrong, or na boo boo they cause am. So we're really sorry for that break. So right now we're back. If you're just joining us, this is Raw Impact Africa TV, where we give you and present to you Africa the way it is. We started by saying thank you to everyone who have been very, very, very supportive. Zozeneta, thank you. Alimatu, thank you. Kiki, Reality, thank you so much. Pat Eyaba, thank you so much. So there was a fire outbreak at Yeah, so sorry, people. The network has a little bit crappy, but we'll still try our best and do what we gonna do to see how we can discuss some causes of where we can discuss some causes of this fire outbreak. Yeah, so Pat, yeah, I think Pat, that is correct. Fire can, weather can also be a cause. You know, the weather right now is really, really humid. It's really, really hot. So it could also be a very close reason for that. You know, so yeah, yeah, okay. So yeah, so sorry about the Pat. Why did you mute your audio? So sorry about the yeah. Hello, Pat. I'm trying to unmute. Are you? Did you mute from your side? All right, welcome, guys. This is Raw Impact Africa TV. Pat, welcome, 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 welcome. How are you today? Your dress is so beautiful. Yeah, your dress is beautiful, Pat.
Papa, please give me. I'm offline. I have deadline. You're telling me I'm offline. Please give me your phone. Let me do call
You're
now.
offline. I'm at work.
I know. Is that the Dino's voice I just heard?
It's not Didi, it's Auntie Debbie.
Who's there?
Hi, Auntie
Okay.
Debbie.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you, man.
Good
How are
morning.
you? Morning.
Fine, sir.
Fine.
How is the family,
Okay.
sir? Well
Yes,
done,
they are
sir.
fine. Bless God.
There's another person again, Hamza.
Hey, Mr.
Well,
Hamza.
Good morning.
Compliments of the season.
Morning, sir. Morning, sir.
The guy is fresh,
Thank
the
you.
guy they chop money. Oh.
now
Ah,
you chop our 2 years arrears, only him.
up to now.
Good morning. How
What's
you
up?
doing now?
I'm fine. Thank you for joining, coming to my life. I appreciate.
Today, we'll never see the
Your dress
money.
is nice. Your dress is beautiful.
Thank you.
So, what do you think caused that fire incident in Next?
I don't know. I think it's
But you
bad
said,
belly number one.
but you said
I
Hamatan. How
think
did Hamatan?
yes, now during this Hamatan period, it's easy for fire. Once a little thing just catch, the breeze will just escalate. But that next cash and carry, I think there's a conspiracy theory again.
Okay.
Because the way the thing grazed down, as in, when something is burning, you have some things that burn halfway, or did this one burn completely, as in completely. So my own, that since there was no loss of life, property is something you can always get. Since there was no loss of life, property is something you can always get. So let's pray. Well, just this time we know what causes it, or what the English, sorry, grammar failed me. This time it's not all about what caused it or what did not cause it. It's just for God to console the family right now, because it's not easy. People's goods, some people maybe they just bought their goods that day, some just invested money, some their lifetime savings is there. So it's a lot of things. Then the workers, some people will not have job again. Oh. This one we are complaining that there are no jobs. All those people, the one that push trolley, the cleaners, and the sales girls, the people that come to count whatever, whatever. Right now, a lot of people are out of job. Some they've not even paid them salary. I know somebody. He said he usually collects his salary 30th December. They don't pay all of them at once. They pay you according to when you start the job. So he started 30th. So he usually collects his salary 30th. So majority of them are yet to collect December salary. So right now they can't pay them. Who is going to pay you? Because everybody lost. The money they made that night stroke money was in that place. They didn't take it to the bank, so the money was lost. Those two ATM bags there, I hear they usually come to fill it morning, afternoon, night. The money there, everything. So who are you going to meet now and say, oh, pay me my salary? You're not going to meet anybody, because everybody is affected. And right now we have another set of unemployment coming into the year 2022. When they keep saying, let's finish this year strong, let's finish this year strong, you don't even understand the strong they are even saying. Because this is the height of finishing this year strong, because this is where you have heart. Some people will have heart attack, some people will have chest attack, some people will have everything. But right now, I just want to say we need to do something in this country, because anytime you are going to next cash and carry, I was there like 3 days or 4 days before that thing happened. I went to buy some things for my son. There is a fire truck there. Yes, there's a fire truck station there, and it's brand new. It did not work. What happened? Was it
So you
not
just,
functional?
you just kept it there for decoration then.
They put it for decoration. Somebody said that the person that was on duty, or the person that was supposed to operate it, was not around when it happened. So what was the essence
So
of
why did
it
he go?
there?
So why did he come to work?
He didn't come to work. He was on shift. It was Christmas. Now he went to flex with his family, and somebody lost almost everything. Almost everything. It's very pathetic. It's very I don't know where
You,
to start
you
from right now, but
my problem is that there is a budget for fire service every year in year out. There's a budget. So what do they do with that money if they cannot have common water inside their
no,
truck?
there is budget for fire service. Good. Remember that it's Nigerians, it's humans that are working in this place. Some of them are not on duty. So even if there's fire, you will call before they will rush from their house and come. And some have traveled without their office knowing they've traveled. So it's when this kind of thing happen that people nyash will open. So it's not even about the budget, it's about humans that are working there.
And trust them now, they will not hold anybody accountable. You know, Nigeria, they never hold anybody
No, the
accountable.
civil servant, they will hold some people accountable. I bet you, yes. They will hold some people that are on duty will face it. I'm telling you, say that you are transfer, you will face it. They do it. Civil servant will face it. But now my problem is who pay these people for their losses? Who pay them? I mean, some people will be poor forever because how do you see it? It's just God though. It's just God. How do you where will you start from?
That's a
Mhm.
$1 million question. Where
So
to
it
start
is
from
well, it is
in an
well, it is
incident like
well
this?
with our soul, it is well. For those of us that have not lost any business, that are still crying that we don't have money, you should be grateful for life. At least you even have
155.
phone, you even have data to be making call, to be knowing what is happening in the world. So when you see all these things, you tell yourself, vanity upon vanity. You tell yourself, it's not something you come and permit yourself on top.
That's
For the
life.
fact that I have rice to eat, I have chicken. Ratawo gave me tomato. I'm not complaining. So I did not buy tomato again.
Don't return it to them. What are you doing with tomato?
I should return the tomato.
Return the tomato. What are you doing with tomato? Is that the cow? They cannot give you cow.
Níbo cow?
So
Níbo
they cannot give
cow?
you cow. They cannot give you all those baby things. They are giving you tomato.
So it
You
is
understand?
well. The fact is, everybody need to sit up. It's not just today. Is today public holiday?
Today is
I
not
thought
public
it's
holiday.
Monday and Friday that was public. Okay, it's Monday and Tuesday. I did not know. I did not bring food to the office. Food.
Even yesterday, they didn't bring
Today
I
is
don't they
not
bring
public
again.
holiday.
My husband said today is not public holiday. Today is public holiday. Oh. Funny enough, I didn't even know today was public holiday.
28. Probably only for
Mm.
civil servant now. Me, I'm in my office.
So I need to go before my oga can catch me. So they do live video with you.
No, Wahala. Thank you so much, Pat, for sharing your thoughts on the next Kashankari issue.
So
And
people, I
also,
have
God.
to go. I'm on live. I'm at work. I just need to breathe in and breathe out.
All right. So thank you so much. We
Getting
appreciate
so
it.
isolated today.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye. All
I
right.
will be in the
We have
background. So I might not be coming on your
no
screen, but I will be in the background.
no Wahala. No Wahala. All right, thank you so much, Pat, for that insight on the possible cause of the fire problem and also looking at some of the ways they could have stopped it. So please, everybody should be up and doing so that such an incident does not happen again. You know, we thank God no soul was lost, but goods worth millions and millions of naira were gone. And as a matter of fact, right now, some people are unemployed. The level of unemployment in Nigeria is actually going higher and higher every day. And here we are right now putting new more people in the market to begin to look for how to get a source of livelihood. I know a couple of friends who work in that place. You know, that place also has been able to provide jobs for both the informal and formal workers. We have people there who are not employed directly, but they sell bread around that axis. Some sell bread, some sell face masks. There are some Okada people there. There are some people who sell smoothies and stuff. Some people like that might have gotten loans to facilitate these businesses. Where are they going to be right now? It's a $1 million question that needs so much answers. This is something that could have been prevented with just little automatic fire extinguishers. This could have been prevented with water being in the truck of the fire service truck that is always parked there. You know, I begin to wonder that we're actually not safe. Anything could happen anytime, any day. Let us be proactive. Let us not just always wait for things to go wrong before we now start looking to solutions. That is why it's called an accident. An accident can come any time of the day, any time of the night. An accident can occur. But if we are proactive, if we are able to prevent such things from happening, there's every tendency that it will not happen. So it's really, really, really heartbreaking. But we pray and we know that God, in His infinite mercy and goodness, will make them recover from whatever they might have lost as we go into 2022. Let us be more proactive. A lot of us have vehicles. A lot of us have vehicles extinguishers, but guess what? We do not even know how to use those fire extinguishers. Now, is it possible? Is it possible for the company to have trained all the staff on how to handle emergencies in case an emergency happens now in an office? How do you handle it? Have you asked where your own place of work right now? Have you asked them what is their fire protocol? What is their fire outbreak protocol in this place? If there's a fire outbreak, for instance, right now, what's going to happen? These are thousands and thousands of questions that beget answers that we need to answer and know and be prepared for them. We drive vehicles without fire extinguishers. Some of us have vehicles, we buy fire extinguishers just because we don't want to have issues with road safety. Road safety is going to stop you on the way and ask you for fire extinguisher. So what do you want to do right now? All you now think to do is to deceive road safety by making sure you have a fire extinguisher in your vehicle. Then have you begin to thought now, okay, now what if peradventure fire outbreak now happens? How are you going to mitigate that? These are 1,001 questions that we should always be proactive as we step into 2022. That it happened to Nexus and Kali does not mean it cannot happen to anybody. It could have been anybody. That is simple truth. It could have been anybody. Anybody could have been a victim of this particular issue or challenge. So right now is next person carry tomorrow. Who is it gonna be? In as much as we're not praying for fire outbreaks, but definitely, we cannot run away from such eventualities and such issues. They will always come around. They will always be there. So what's just important is for us to be proactive and see that we do not become a victim of such fire issues and fire incidents, because whether we like it or not, they might always come around. So let us just try and see how we can be a little bit let us see how we can be a little bit proactive against such incidences and occurrences, so that we do not get to work and lose everything in just one day. All right, people, thank you so much for staying with us on Raw Impact Africa TV. This is how far I can go on to this episode. I hope to see you on Friday, as we're going to have the last Freaky Friday of the year 2021. It's been an awesome year. Awesome because you've been part of this journey. I still want to say thank you to all of you who have been with us throughout this journey. I hope to see you in a sweet and beautiful 2022. Thank you so much, and bye bye. Be careful. Put off all those electrical appliances. Make sure your electrical gadgets are not close to where. Make sure your electrical gadgets make sure your electrical gadgets are not close to where you have hydrogen and oxygen. And I bet you it is going to be a year of freedom and bliss for all of us. Thank you once again for watching, and God bless you all.